In a recent episode of BS with Jake Paul, the younger Paul brother discussed the potential MMA fight between two of the richest individuals on the planet, Elon Musk, the current owner of Twitter, and Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, now Meta. Jake expressed his belief that Musk would have an advantage over Zuckerberg due to his size and strength, while downplaying Zuckerberg's grappling abilities.
This is fucking up Mark Zuckerberg.
You don't
Bro, it's a weight
like
thing. Mark Zuckerberg is 5'5", 130 pounds. Elon Musk is 6'4".
How tall is Mark Zuckerberg? You don't think that.
Elon Musk is 6'4", 250 pounds.
I don't think Elon Musk is 6'4", first of all.
He is. Musk is 6'4".
But he knows how to foil board.
He's active.
Yeah, he's doing. He did jiu-jitsu for 3 months and won a little tournament. Cool. What do?
I got Zuck.
Apparently,
Okay, and
apparently he paid the referees to win the tournament.
It's worth mentioning that both tech giants have impressive training partners. UFC Hall of Famer George St. Pierre reached out to Elon a few weeks ago in a tweet and invited him to train together, which they did. Zuck joined forces with the UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya and featherweight champ Alex Volkanovski. During the conversation, Jake also mentioned the possibility of the fight actually taking place and offered to donate $100 million to charity if both billionaires agreed to work with him and organize the fight in the Middle East. He also referred to Dana White, the president of the UFC, calling him greedy and reminding his comments about not promoting gimmicky fights. It has been rumored that the UFC is a likely candidate to organize the fight.
The $100 million offer for Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg to take this fight to the Middle East, to promote it, to put it on for charity. We can guarantee that money, $100 million to charity. We want to get involved and help make this a reality. And you know, it's funny because Dana White is sitting there talking about, I don't do gimmick fights, I only do real fights, the best of the best, talking shit about me. And then all of a sudden like wants to jump on this train so badly and making it go into the UFC.
Furthermore, Jake discussed the potential match between his rivals KSI and Tommy Fury, expressing doubt about KSI's seriousness but predicting that Fury would win by knockout if the fight happened.
Tommy's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
But he's gonna learn that, that's fine, like whatever happens, happens. But that's why I was like, okay, Tommy, cool. KSI is offering you $1.5 million, which is like way underpaid for Tommy. Like,
looking ahead, Jake already has his eye on his next opponent, with Conor McGregor being a potential contender for his future boxing bout after his scheduled fight with Nate Diaz on August 5th.
and then it's Conor McGregor.
Wait. What? Knock out Nate and then Conor? What?
Why not?
Where's Tommy?
In a recently leaked sparring footage which was published on the Happy Punch promo Twitter account, Diaz was seen boxing Esquiva Falcao, a 30-1 pro boxer from Brazil. It's worth noting Diaz is the fighter wearing the white shirt in the video.
O atleta de camisa preta, luva preta, ele é ruim, nunca lutou, nem amador, nem profissional. Hoje
Just a few days ago, news broke out that the celebrity boxing promotion Kingpyn had unexpectedly gone bankrupt after organizing only one major event. Consequently, the highly anticipated tournament slated for July 15th had to be called off. However, an interesting twist emerged as Kingpyn found a savior in the form of DAZN, who stepped in to rescue the promotion, ensuring that the event will proceed as originally planned. This turn of events came as quite a surprise, given that DAZN already had a contract with Misfits Boxing, the biggest competitor of Kingpyn, which happens to be owned by the popular British star KSI. Upon discovering this news on Twitter, KSI expressed his shock and frustration in a YouTube video aptly titled "This Was Annoying." Clearly, he was displeased that DAZN failed to inform him beforehand about their partnership with Kingpyn. Nevertheless, KSI maintains that his Misfits Boxing promotion remains at the forefront of the industry.
It's weird. I told you, I knew it. And then, lo and behold, DAZN come out of nowhere and decide to put the next Kingpin tournament. They decided to platform Kingpin on DAZN. Pretty shitty way to find out on Twitter, but it is what it is. Fair play, Kingpin. You live another day. Misfits is still #1, but yeah, it's a bit annoying.
The tournament itself is set to take place in Dublin and promises an exciting lineup. Whindersson Nunes and King Kenny will headline the event, while Jarvis and Anderson Gibb will battle it out in the co-main event. Opening the main card will be the Brooks sisters. Elle will face off against Julie Polka and Emily will take on Barbie. In addition to these matchups, the other fights on the card are Whitney vs Amber O'Dawn, Daniela vs Miss Danielka, Kiefer Crosby vs Aaron Chalmers, and Kian Cowley vs Connor Tierney. The rivalries are reaching a boiling point, particularly in the anticipated showdown between Gibbs and face Jarvis. Over the past few weeks, the influencers have engaged in a series of verbal jabs on YouTube. Gibbs took the opportunity to taunt Jarvis, highlighting his association with the crypto scandal that unfolded last year involving members of the Face Clan. Jarvis had been among the influencers promoting the Save the Kids coin, a venture that pledged to donate a portion of its proceeds to charitable causes. Shortly after its launch, the value of the altcoin plummeted, resulting in significant financial losses for many individuals.
My name's Fraser.
My name's Jarvis.
I'm Tico. I'm Reiska.
I'm Nikon. And I support Save the Kids token.
Save the Kids token.
In a video posted on his channel, Anderson Gibbs expressed unwavering confidence, attributing it to his dedication and hard work. He expressed his firm belief that he would win against Jarvis, despite acknowledging that none of his previous opponents have managed to go to the distance. Anderson also shared a comment from his coach, suggesting that if he were to lose, it might be time to consider retirement.
Just listen to what my coach said about my upcoming fight.
Gibb can't beat him, he might as well retire. Call it a day.
Retire?
Call it a day.
July 15th, Kingpin, me versus the Big Giver. I'm gonna retire him.
So as you can see, the stakes are high, and my opponent's intentions are smoky.
Jarvis, on the other hand, directly challenged Gibbs, urging him not to rely solely on his trainer's words and proposing a bet. The loser of the fight would permanently retire from YouTube boxing.
The stakes are high.
Well, Gibb, you're right. The stakes are high, and I want to raise them even higher. Loser of our fight quits YouTube boxing forever. Those are the stakes I want.
Additionally, Jarvis addressed the allegations surrounding the crypto scandal, comparing it to the sport of boxing, emphasizing his commitment to learning from his mistakes and striving to improve every day. Misfits Boxing, the primary competitor of Kingpin, has an upcoming event titled X Series 008, scheduled for July 22nd. However, one of the notable stars within the promotion, Astrid Wet, took to her social media platform to publicly call out KSI and Misfits. In a video she shared, Astrid expressed her dissatisfaction, accusing the organizer of lacking support and failing to deliver the fights the fans truly desire.
KSI and Misfits, I have had enough. Ever since my fight in March, you have shown me no support. I have constantly been messaging to try and arrange another fight, and I've been in training too. It's so poor and frustrating. I even have a fight that the fans want to see versus Alexia, and you won't even put it on. I've even offered to fight for free. Absolute mugs, guys. I'm going to start my own promotion and do it myself, because I can't be arsed.
Driven by her frustration, Astrid went a step further and made good on her threat to establish her own promotion. As a result, she has now organized a match against Alexia Grace, which is set to take place on July 29th in London. The decision to face Alexia was fueled by the altercation during the KSI vs Fournier press conference, adding an extra layer of anticipation to the upcoming bouts. In a recent announcement that shook the combat sports world, one of the most anticipated fights of the year was revealed. Tyson Fury, the reigning WBC heavyweight world champion, is set to go head-to-head with former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. The highly anticipated bout is scheduled for October 28th and will take place in Saudi Arabia. For months, Fury has been searching for a suitable opponent, and finally he will step into the ring. However, reports indicate that his WBC belt will not be on the line for this particular fight. Fury has obtained a special permission from Mauricio Suleiman, the president of the WBC, to face the hard-hitting Cameroonian without risking his championship title. Ngannou recently parted ways with the UFC due to a contractual dispute, with one of his demands being the opportunity to pursue boxing. Ngannou ultimately reached an agreement with the Professional Fighters League, one of the prominent MMA promotions. As part of the deal, PFL Africa will be established, with Ngannou assuming the role of chairman and minority equity owner. The possibility of this heavyweight clash has been building up for several years, but since Fury's victory over White, things got more serious. After Tyson knocked out his opponent, Ngannou entered the ring, adding fuel to the speculation of a potential showdown between the two fighters.
I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He's in great shape, look at the muscles on him.
And we're gonna find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Well, this is gonna be a very special fight, like never before seen in the history of our sport. You know, we're not talking two light guys, 140 pounds. I'm 170, he's 270 pounds, so it's going to be an explosive fight when it happens.
Interestingly, the fight will be co-promoted by Ngannou's own promotion, aptly named Gimmick Fight Promotions. This seems to be a subtle dig at Dana White, as the two have been engaged in an ongoing feud. White has publicly accused the African fighter of being afraid to face Jon Jones, widely regarded as one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, after contract negotiations between the parties failed. White also made Ngannou's demands public. Just a few weeks ago, Dana attempted to set up a contest between Fury and Jones, despite his previous statements about avoiding gimmicky fights.
Gimmick fight right now, and that's one of the big problems with boxing right now, is it's all about these gimmicky type fights. And that's just not what I do here. It's not what I do. I put on fights with the best fighters in the world and fights that people want to see. Francis could have done a deal here. Hunter threw the kitchen sink at that guy. I'm telling Tyson Fury, whom I respect very much, if you really want to find out who the baddest man on the planet is, I will make that fight. I will make Jon Jones versus Tyson Fury in the octagon.
According to Fury, Ngannou stands to earn a significant increase in his earnings, reportedly making 50 times more than his previous title fight. These claims were somewhat confirmed in the interview of Francis' manager, Markel Martin, with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour. He said Ngannou is going to make multiple times more than he made for all of his UFC fights combined.
What's he getting for this?
You know what? Let's just say this. The bag is so big, he may actually just drop it on the way to the bank. Right? Amen. This is life-changing. This is exactly what we planned and visualized, so we're happy.
Is it possible that he is making more for this one fight than all his UFC fights combined?
Oh my God. I mean, by far.
By multiples?
By far, sir. By multiples.
Wow.
Both fighters are excited for the bout, with Fury already vowing to secure a knockout victory on his Instagram.
Yeah! Ngannou! You're getting it, you big dosser! You big stiff dosser, you get knocked out! You get knocked out, sling!
In response, Ngannou simply posted a picture of Tyson Fury on the canvas, following a knockdown delivered by Deontay Wilder. If you want to stay up to date with news from the world of freak fights and celebrity fights, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.